Hey everyone, welcome back to Input. And I guess today must be Wednesday because I'm here and I'm talking to you. And I just want you guys to know that I can see your comments when I'm back behind the stage. And just real quick, shout out to everyone who showed up. And the reason why I said that is because this one from MC DJ made me laugh. Wild card, man. You know, I just gotta throw this out there. Wild card, man, he's a cat, dude. He is a wild cat, and I will say like that. He shows up when he shows up and disappears, just like smoke without a sound, right? But I have been talking to Wild Card, and Wild Card does want to do something on the channel, and I said, hey man, why not? Why not get whatever it is that you want to say out there into the world? The only way that you know how. And I will say this, MC DJ, how dare your boss make you do something while you're at work, man? That is just wrong. And also, I saw Rachel. What's going on? You asked me something. Where to go? Real quick. She said, input, why did you put G1 Optimus toy in F tier? Actually, I am a really big fan of that toy. I was just trolling, man. That's really all it was. It's a joke with me to put Optimus Prime in, or just always say like Optimus Prime is so bad as a toy, just because it kind of seems like the running joke with everybody. You know, like everybody is just like, before an Optimus Prime figure gets released, everyone's always like, this Optimus Prime is the best Optimus Prime ever. And me and my friends always, flip it. So when an Optimus Prime comes out, or right before it comes out, we always say it's the worst Prime ever. And then that joke just got extended to the rankings where G1 Prime is the worst Transformer figure of all time. So yeah, just a joke. But yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday. Again, man, this is brought to you by TFormers.com. And if you guys don't know of TFormers.com, then man, you haven't been watching the show. Because if you head on over to TFormers.com, you sign up and you get a side of bacon with it. And what does bacon do for you on TFormers.com? It gives you a daily dose of Optimus Prime. And if you guys haven't checked out robotrecruits.co.uk, well, what a shame, because you guys have been missing out on all the fantastic giant robots that he can offer you, man. Link to both of them down in the description below. And if you want to see some kick-ass Transformers stop-motion stories that are currently taking place, check out my stop-motion channel. Link in the description down below as well. Now, this hasn't taken me 5 minutes. Not even, well, I'm sort of close. Got a minute and a half left to spare. And yeah, what's up, Trans Aaron? Hope you're doing all right, man. Yeah, I don't know what else to say except for welcome. And that's really all I've got. I don't know what else. Don't know what else to say. I'm going to go through chat real quick before we get diving into all of the early Christmas news and all of the cool stuff that is coming out. Let's go and ding through chat real quick. Rachel says, I was watching Armada and RID 01, new RID Prime, please. And I prefer that style of having a 1 to 3 team character know about the Transformers than the military. Yeah, dude, I agree. I kind of feel like, the military, I think I've said this before, is like the military just kind of seems like a no-brainer kind of enemy. So kind of like when humans are the enemies, but it's not really the military, like when a mad scientist is trying to take over the world, and like Dr. Archibald, all that kind of stuff I think is really cool. And a new RID Prime, I think, would be really, really cool. I mean, dude, I'd love to see a new RID Prowler, X-Brawn as well, but those figures hold up really, really well. So we'll have to wait and see what they do. Let's see. Rachel also says, I was a kid in the 90s. Those apes in Beast Wars are cursed. She also goes on to say, to the people complaining about the new leader style, you are still buying the same amount of plastic. It's just more spread out among the figures. Also, the new leaders are not hollow. That really kind of depends on which leader it is, because I know they're also saying that the new leader price point is because of engineering and stuff like that as well. It's not just boiled down to the amount of plastic in it, but very good point, very valid point. Let's keep scrolling through and see. Trinitarian says that Holiday Prime definitely screams for a G2 Hero Prime. You're absolutely correct, and we'll get into that once we get into it. So, Rich says, "Am I the only one who would have replaced Skids and Mudflap in the Bayverse with Prowl, Blue Streak, and Smokescreen?" I don't know. I can kind of take them. Take it or leave it, if that makes sense. Like the two characters. Let's see. A-Town says Jobby is live right now too. Good luck on the views. Well, I appreciate it, man. Let's see. So we've got. I don't know. Let's dig into. Oh, by the way, A-Town, welcome in, man. Let's dig into the news and let's share the T-Former goodness. So right out of the gate, we got the feature presentation, the Haslab Deathsaurus. Now, we all knew this was coming. To be fair, the early ideas apparently was for it to be a retail release, and then it just got, I guess, like upscaled or promoted or whatever you guys want to call it to be a Haslab thing because of the accessories that apparently come with it. But yeah, if you guys don't know, it is going until December 12th, 2022. It is live now. It is $179.99 USD. Good God. And I don't understand why. It is 11 inches tall, 30 points of articulation, comes with his two breast force masters, his shield, and his arrow weapon. And that's all at 11,000 backers. So at 11,000 backers, if it gets backed, that's what you get. 14,000 backers, you get the living metal big blaster, the spiked flail weapon, and two 3-piece blast effects. At 17,000 backers, you get a display base with arm and the Emperor's Decepticon throne. Now, I want to make this clear. It did kind of seem like, if you go through the pictures, it does make it seem like Deathsaurus comes with two bases. He does not. He comes with one base, and the stand works the same way as the Masterpiece Seeker stand. You can flip the second piece that connects to the figure itself. You can kind of flip it over and give him a stand for robot mode or a stand for his giant space dragon turkey chicken mode, and that's pretty much it. So it's one stand. It just doubles. It just does supports both modes. And I gotta say, even without the paint, this guy looks really, really, really awesome. I honestly don't know, man, if $180, I mean, he's a commander class. Commander class retails for, I'll be generous and say 90, depending on where you get it from. An extra $100. I don't see where the extra $100 is. I really don't. I mean, the throne, I was told yesterday that it's multiple pieces and not just one piece. Because I was initially thinking it was just one piece of plastic just kind of stamped out. Kind of like what they did with Coronation Starscream. But apparently it is, I think, if I remember right, I was told it was two pieces. But I don't know. But he does come with his arrows. So you can relive the Ronin Warriors arrow shockwave pose. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't really see, even after everything at 17,000 backers, I really don't see $180 price point here. I really think he should have been retail release, just really that simple. He is a commander scale, commander class. His living laser gun does fold up. It does fold in half, which I think is really cool. And mind you, this thing is massive in the anime. So the actual gun, toy gun itself is going to be massive as well. But like I said, it is multiple pieces. There you go, right there. It is folded up right there. We got his flail, which is a very much known weapon for him, and the blast effects. And there we go. There's, like I said, I think it looks fantastic. I don't know. I think the throne is too small as well for him. And maybe it's just because it's not painted. You can't, so it kind of blends in with everything that's going on here. But you can kind of see it back here how wide it is, and right here, and everything else. And I do know that the anime, the throne looked really small when Deathsaurus sat on it as well in the anime. But I just wish it was a little bit wider, a little bit bigger, maybe, or something. But yeah, or maybe at least have the wings be able to like rotate, fold around it, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't see where the $180 is at here. But I mean, I think it's like halfway funded already. So, and here we go right here. You got him next to the Commander class Star Saber, or the Haslab Star Saber right here, or Victory Saber. Jesus. Standing next to each other. It does appear that, I mean, it looks like their head height is right on the money, but it looks like his stand, Deathsaurus' stand, is also bigger than Star Saber's stand as well. So, I kind of feel like Deathsaurus might end up being a little bit shorter, so he won't stand eye to eye with Star Saber, but he will be taller if you add the wings into it and stuff. I mean, obviously that's not the right scale, but I think as a set, it will still look phenomenal. Okay. But yeah, so as I said, the basic mode, you get the Death Tailor shield, you get his eagle chest breast member, you get the target with the bow and the arrow. I don't know if it comes with multiple arrows or not. I really would imagine it would only come with one, because I only really see people needing the one, to pull off the pose. But I mean, honestly, this is what I'm most excited about, the living metal cannon, and because that's how the show ended, man. Like the last 2 episodes was him bringing this cannon out of nowhere and annihilating people with it. So it was a really, really sublime kind of cool scenes, and just animated really well. If you guys hadn't seen this is essentially like a Matrix Buster type of thing, just for a Decepticon on the wheel. That's crazy. The blast effects at this point, I mean, I kind of take them or leave them. I mean, how many blast effects do we have already? I don't know what the color is on these blast effects. I would imagine they'd be purple or anything, something like that. But yeah, I don't really see. Again, I keep saying it, $180 value here. Maybe they'll reveal something else. I don't know. Does look like the throne sits on the stand as well. So, I mean, does that really matter at that point? Because if you're going to have him sitting on the throne, you're going to remove that piece anyway. So, I don't know that. I mean, whatever. That's a design thing, and I've seen people complaining about that, and that just kind of feels like a really ridiculous kind of complaint. But yeah. Anyway, because you're either going to have him standing on bot mode in the stand, or in chicken flying around, or sitting on the throne, right? Like you don't need to have a separate piece for the throne to sit on or anything like that. So, but yeah, man, I think he looks really, really cool. 11 inches tall, back it now. And like I said, it goes all the way through, what did I say, December 12th. What does the top of it say? I think it says December 12th. Scrolling up past all of it. Yep, December 12th, 2022. Have you guys backed this? Are you interested in backing this? I know a few people who have backed it. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking of this, if you guys are excited for it or what. Let's back out. BBTS news, the Daily Prime, the go. Merry Christmas, Optimus Prime. Posted by Bacon for all the Optimus Prime lovers out there. Transformers Perceptor and Magnificus official concept images and design notes. You guys know I absolutely love this stuff. Very, very cool. I reported on the Magnificus leak. Oh God, I don't know how many months ago now. We had the early test shots from, I think it was Sheffertron who got it, if I remember right. But again, very, very, very cool Diaclone homage here. I wish he came with his human counterpart though. That really would have sent it over the top. If you guys don't know, eHobby did the re-release of the G1 Perceptor as Magnificus, and it came with a human counterpart. I wish the human counterpart would have been included here. You know, little bitty figurine, didn't really have to be posable or anything. But that's just me being nitpicky. I'm super happy that this is getting released. And I'm wondering if it comes with a shattered glass sticker to put over the Decepticon emblem. I think that would be really cool. Nice little, to kind of set it off to go with the shattered glass line. Or if you like Magnificus as a character, I think he's a really neat, interesting character. Just, don't put the shattered glass logo and leave him as a Decepticon. But yeah, the design stuff. So, I mean, like I said, I love this behind the scenes stuff. It's really, really neat. And we're just going to scroll through and yeah, don't know what else to say about any of this. Here we go. We got the toy accurate head called the Redeco head up top. I have seen this Perceptor a couple of times in the wild. I have not picked him up. I never picked him up just because I have the Titans Return one. And I didn't really feel like it was a necessary release, so I didn't get him. But yeah, I think Magnificus looks freaking phenomenal. Let's see what else we got. Watch Transformers Earthspark new trailer, the G1 connection. So we got that, and that's pretty neat. We got the Transformers A Legacy Evolution Leo Prime transformation. Spoiler alert, if you guys don't want to see how he transforms because you enjoy the puzzle aspect and stuff, close your eyes for like the next 30 seconds. And yeah, so as we can see, he transforms, and it looks like he transforms pretty similarly to the original toy. So there's that. I mean, that's kind of what they've been doing here as of late. And it is what it is. Daily Prime Super Collection Figure Deathsaurus versus Star Saber. If you guys haven't been over to teamformers.com, check out the Daily Prime post. Man, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. Generations Holiday Optimus Prime and Magnificus. Me and Trans Aaron 38 were talking about this. And me and Toys R Us were talking about this. And I know a few people have said that this looks like to be a completely new mold. And I think it looks more like a remold of Legacy Motormaster. I can definitely see this Prime being redone into G2 Hero Optimus Prime. And we'll get into that, I guess, a little further down the line. That was weird. But yeah, we'll talk about it here when we get to the actual images and not just the box art. Fans Hobby Master Builder MV18 Energy Commander inbox images. Man, this thing looks freaking awesome. Sign me up for it already, dude. This just money being siphoned out of my wallet. They can have it. They can I'll gladly give it to them as well. Let's see. 3-0 MDLX Rodimus Prime official images. I love the way this thing looks. Freaking badass, dude. Love it. Looks sensational. Non-transforming Rodimus Prime here, but kind of feel like, it doesn't need to transform because it's already got a really amazing presence, and it just looks so sick. Love the face sculpt, love everything about this, the way the figure looks, everything about it. Super, super cool. And he also comes with a spare hand for Optimus Prime, so you can do the handshake thing, it looks like, as well, which I think is really neat. A bunch of extra stuff. And I don't know how tall he is. Does it say how big it is? The 5-inch figure has articulation at the 2 joints, so he's only 5 inches tall. But, man, these things are expensive, too. I don't see an official price anywhere. But if I remember, they were $89.99, something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it looks fantastic. I hope you guys did not miss out on the TF Source Halloween sale. And also, don't forget, Godbot counts down the top 10 Transformers threats and enemies that are not Decepticons. And I voted for G.I. Joe, and I also voted for Optimus Prime. So there you go. There we go. Speaking of Optimus Prime, let's take a look at this. So this Holiday Prime, he does have green eyes, which is super badass. It kind of flows, it goes with the motif. As you guys can see, the backpack right here, that's kind of why I say that he could be looks like to be a heavy retool of Motormaster, Legacy Motormaster. Candy cane striped blaster, the Earthrise blaster. I mean, some really cool stuff going on here. I think this looks really, really awesome. I love it. The G2 Hero Prime, there is definitely something going on there that they could definitely pull off repaint here as well. It does come with the Earthrise trailer. The truck does say Happy Holidays again, but this is Hasbro, so be forewarned. The white might yellow. Just letting you guys know. But yeah, dude, Earthrise trailer. I think this is super freaking awesome. I absolutely love this. I love the quirky side of Transformers, and this definitely ticks that box 100%. Has a retail price of $59.99, 37 steps. And again, if it is a retool of Motormaster, that's awesome. But if it is a completely new mold, that's even cooler as well. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think this is super badass. Dude, I'll say it again. I love the quirky side of Transformers, and this just absolutely hits it. Let's see. Transformers Magnificus official images, video, and product information. We'll just scroll down. We've already taken a look at Magnificus on that last name, but there is some really, really cool. He is a Generation Selects exclusive on Hasbro Pulse, and does it say? Yep, $24.99. Release date January 2023. Now, I didn't touch on this, but the only other Magnificus that's out there that is Chug's style is the one based off of the Reveal the Shield Perceptor, where he was the all-terrain snow truck, exploration snow truck that they use in like Antarctica and stuff like that. And that figure is nowhere near $25. That figure is stupid expensive now. And if you guys want a Magnificus, there you go. $30 after tax and shipping, or 35 or something like that. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. We also got G.I. Joe and Cross Transformers Bumblebee Awe Striker in-hand image and video. So I guess these are shipping out already, it looks like. I mean, I still think this thing looks terrible. This is really Bumblebee instead of Beachcomber. I kind of feel like it was right there, for them to get it right, but whatever. These new G.I. Joe crossover figures, I think they're terrible. I probably one of the minorities that liked the non-transforming crossover ones when we got them, but whatever. I mean, if they keep doing them, I'll keep looking at them, and I don't know what else to say about it, man. Totally missed the mark with the Bumblebee. Transformers Red Prime Megatron and Optimus Prime Thundercracker pre-orders open soon. There's Thundercracker looking very Thundercrackery. I am expecting a Skywarp pretty soon after we get a Thundercracker from this mold. And there's the box art. There's the Prime Megatron. Man, they look really, really cool. But like I've said before, the material is somewhat soft and I won't say it can be, but it has been putting off a lot of people from buying these things just because of the material and the lack of paint. That's the other thing. The lack of paint is the biggest problem. And I know a lot of people are not happy with the price point on these things at all either. So there's a lot of things going against the RID line as it stands. More week news and all that stuff. If you guys missed anything. And let's see, we got Transformers Studio Series 91, The Fallen, found at US retail. So happy hunting, everybody, if you guys are wanting The Fallen. Really cool side note. He's a universal singularity. So, I mean, you guys can, if you're a Chug collector, if you're Bayverse collector, if you're, like a Masterpiece collector, whatever, story-wise, he can fit in any one of those. Obviously, you would, need a different look, but hey. But at least there is that. Deathsaurus invades Japan. What is this? Transformers fans will be glad to hear Takara Tomima will be handling the Transformers Haslab Victory Deathsaurus release over there, as they did with the Victory Saber, and the TT Mall exclusive will contribute to the 11,000 and hopefully more supporters worldwide for the projects. Let's just say go! Read the translated update for the official Takara Tomima. And that's probably why it got the amount of backers so quickly that it did. The Deathsaurus did. Is because of its Deathsaurus. And Transformers Victory, it was huge in Japan. And so, yes, like I said, it's probably why it got to the halfway point as quickly as it did. Transformers Legacy Wave 3, Dead End, Peacemaker, Skullgrin, and Crankcase. New toy sightings. So there you go. Let's see. Transformers Legacy Minerva concept images and design notes. Here we go, man. Even more stuff. Now, if you guys didn't catch this, they did apologize for not making her a headmaster. So I think that was really cool. We talked about it last week, and at least they kind of, I guess, they knew what the fans wanted in that regard. But people, it is really easy to make her a headmaster. There is a Shapeways thing that you can do, or you can grab an old Titans Return figure, take the neck peg out, and put it into the socket where the head goes, and get yourself a Takara Legends Minerva head from the God Jinrai pack. Bit of a convoluted way to make her a headmaster, I know, but at least it is a possibility, and it's a really simple possibility, but it does make the figure a lot more expensive. But I also think that she loses the ability, that she does not have the ability to put the head in the cockpit. And I do have a question for everyone who's in love with this figure. Why are the feet on the back okay for Minerva, but not for Ironhide and Ratchet? Just asking. I'm asking for a friend. I promise. But yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of dig her. But I've already got the Fans Hobby or Fans Project one. So, and honestly, not buying Hasbro's products anymore. So there's that. But let's see. We got Figure King Transformers previews. Figure King magazine, taking a look at all the upcoming stuff there as well. We've got the Transformers Haslab Victory Deathsaurus at MCM London 2022. Let's see what this guy looks like out, non-3D rendered. And dude, he looks really freaking magnificently good. I hope there's a lot of Ratchets in there. Also, something I want to talk about this Deathsaurus, about Haslab in general. If you guys are backing this, be cautious. Because I don't think that Star Saber will end up shipping until after this is backed or not backed, until after this campaign is over with. Just because if you look at what they did with the Sentinel and their Galactus, Sentinel have really bad knee issues to where he could not stand up whatsoever. He was falling over backwards and all kinds of stuff. And then after all of that came out is when they decided to release Galactus. And people were wanting to they wanted their money back on Galactus. Hasbro wasn't dealing with that. They also said that they wished they didn't fund Galactus or put their money to Galactus because of the Sentinel that they got. They just didn't have a whole lot of faith in Galactus. And lo and behold, Galactus comes in, and a lot of the heads do not light up the way that they're intended to light up. So they're not functioning properly. So Hasbro Hasbro may do the same situation here where this gets funded or unfunded or not funded or whatever, and then they will ship Star Saber out to you guys, and hopefully Star Saber comes in pristine and not broken, not yellowed, whatever. He comes in perfectly okay. Let's get out of here. And yeah, I think, let's see, MCM London, Transformers Legacy, more character bios, Bomb Burst, Soundwave, Transformers, Earthspark, Wave 2, Shockwave, Swindle. I will say this, Soundwave being a stealth bomber is pretty cool, but I wanted to talk about the Shockwave that is in here because it's just a recolor of Cybertron Shockwave. And yeah, that's pretty freaking lazy. Is this what he looks like in the cartoon? I don't know. I hope it is. Or I hope it's not, because at the end of the day, I don't think they should be recycling character designs like that. But yeah, oh man, that is so lazy. Yeah, when I saw this, I was like, what? No way. And then, yeah, yes way. So, is what it is, I guess. And Megatron is showing up now. I really do like this design for Megatron. I think it looks really, really cool. And yeah, he's got a lot of hollow spots all over him. I just now realized that. So he's got it in the thighs, the forearms, the underarms right here. They're just, man, okay. But yeah, are you guys excited for the Earthspark stuff? Like I've said, I'm gonna watch the cartoon. I'm definitely not really interested in any of the figures at all. But the cartoon, if it captivates me, I'll keep watching. If it doesn't, I usually give things like that first 5 episodes, give or take. And but yeah, we've got Transformers Beyond Reality game set to launch on PlayStation VR in Europe and Australia. So that's pretty nifty. Doctor Wu Sword Dancer Slam Dance G1 Colors Edition official images. Now, help me out here, guys. I think one is unpainted and the other one is painted like a metallic color. So they're still the same colors, but one just has like a metallic paint on it. And I think that's it. I don't know. Maybe. But I've seen 2 of them on BBTS, 2 different ones at 2 different price points. And looking at both of them here, I don't really see a difference, except this one looks to be a little bit darker than this one. I don't know. Like this one might have some paint on them or something. I don't know. But hey, we're getting freaking Slam Dance for the Legacy Blaster, and Kingdom Blaster is freaking sweet. So let me get caught up on chat, guys, real quick and see what you guys are talking about. Let's see. Scrolling up. I am scrolling up. All right. So we've got MC DJ saying he's already ordered his. He's super stoked. I'm assuming you're talking about Deathsaurus. Very cool, man. Survive Fan Studios, welcome in. He says, sorry I'm late. Mom got us a year of Paramount Plus. That's badass, dude. I'm able to hopefully watch Earthspark on November 11th. I got the Super Wings World Airport set from Amazon. Was $50 and got it for under 22. Awesome, dude. Sounds like you got a steal. Very, very cool. Rachel says, I know this might seem like an odd one, but my absolute favorite figure in my collection is my G1 Pretender Skull Cruncher. Wait, Pretender? Or do you mean Skullgrin Pretender? Or do you mean Headmaster Skull Cruncher? Either way, both fantastic, phenomenal toys. MC DJ says 5,593 current backers for Deathsaurus. Let's see. Yeah, okay, Pretender Skullgrin. Okay, hey, like I said, fantastic toy. Fantastic toy. We all have our favorites. We all have our oddball favorites, right? What's up, Zeta TF? He says, can't believe this guy is real, although I kind of wish that they just made him a commander class in the main line. I absolutely agree with you. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for him to be a Haslab thing. because Haslab originally started to be that thing that, you know, to put into production for something that definitely wouldn't ever get into production, right? Like say Unicron or the Barge, something just like giant, massive toys, right? But now we're starting to see with the Transformers, we're starting to see Commander classes, and it's just like, okay. And we're starting to see Marvel Legends and stuff. It basically, what I'm trying to say, it's kind of taken a bit of a nosedive in its original intent. Let's see. A-Town says the MMC and Planet versions are around 200, and yeah, that's true. And the X Transbots one, which is masterpiece scale, so it will scale with your masterpiece Star Saber. If you pre-ordered it early enough, it was 250. But now it's 300. So, I guess what I'm trying to say with that is like there's a third option that's bigger and just for an extra $100 more. Kind of depends on where you want to put your money, is what I'm trying to say. Rachel says, yeah, I only have one pretender. Unpopular opinion. They were the best figs in G1. So input, if you ever do a tier list of the later G1 pretenders, they are number one. Hey, I don't have an issue with that whatsoever at all. I do really, really enjoy the pretenders. Really, really, really. I really do. They're one of my favorite gimmicks of Transformers. They really are. Say Survive Fan says, I know Legacy Skullgrunt is coming real soon, if not already out. I think he is out in some places. But I have not seen him here in the US. Rachel says, oh well, hope a third-party add-on comes with one. Talking about the pretender shells. Let's see. Survive Fan says Fire Talks could probably make one. Hey, you know what? He probably could. He's a really talented dude. Let's see. Survive Fan says, I just spent under $22 for a world. Yeah, like I said, man, you got a steal on that. That's super cool. 35 inches wide is a massive piece. Rachel says, did they say it was hard to do shell because they wanted to make it transform or because they wanted to make it fully articulate while still splitting in half? I think it was a price point issue for them, is that they wouldn't, I don't think they would know where to price it at, you know, or and like in juncture with scale, in juncture with retail and all the other stuff. I think they were kind of struggling with that idea, so they decided on what they decided on. Let's see, Collector 75, man, what's up? He says, I want to back Deathsaurus, but I think I can only justify it with all the tiers unlocked, as the price is just too much. I definitely 100% agree with you on that. 100% agree with you on that. Let's see. A-Town asks, how were the previous Show Z 1111 sale? Wasn't looking at third-party figures last year. The sale was pretty good. Show Z does have discounts throughout the year, and their 1111 sale is usually the one that a lot of people kind of hold out for. So, usually it's a pretty good sale. Let's see. Survive Fan says, I got the thing off of Amazon. I have a few of them. I have the 5 or 6 inch transforming Sunny and Leo, and a few of the 2 4-packs. I use them as aerial bots. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see. Just scrolling down through chat. Seems like you guys are talking to yourselves. That's cool, man. I love that. Love that. What's up, Rico Red Star? What's up, man? Hope you're doing all right there, buddy. See, Rachel asks, question, I'm trying to get 86 characters in the IDW style chug scale. What would you recommend? They did quite a bit of them during Thrilling 30. They did a bunch of them. They did some Bumblebee. They did Bumblebee. They did Skids. They did Crosscut. If you're looking for an IDW Megatron, I know Flames Toys just released, not just released, but they have the Megatron IDW model kit out there. There's a Drift model kit out there as well. Generations Drift Yeah, so anything like in that thrilling 30 time period would be a really good pickup if you're doing the IDW look. Let's see. Collector says, I got the RED Shockwave and Galvatron today. Love them. Awesome, dude. Awesome. See, he says, can't wait for the Fallen. I know a lot of people cannot wait. A lot of people are excited for it. Survive Fan says, the only 86 I own is Null. Let's see. Imgo just reviewed the Fallen, as of Survive Fan 23 Studio says. MC DJ says, absolutely looking forward to the Fallen release. Building some primes for my Bayverse collection. Sounds sweet. Man. Survive Fan says, Override is the only legacy figure that he owns as well. A-Town says, Kang Dao model SV001 Metal Slug Super Vehicle is the best Transformer under $100. You should get one. Dude, I love Metal Slug. 100% love SNK. That is definitely on my radar, man. Let's see. I just keep forgetting that it's out. You know, that it's a thing. So I'm going to definitely write it down. Write it down and make myself a reminder, man. Survive Fan says that God Bomber God Jinrai set is the only way to get the Headmaster Minerva one. It's very pricey now, I bet. It is. It is a very pricey set. And I think Minerva in that set, I think just a Headmaster is like $75 or something crazily stupid for just that Headmaster. So, Byfan says, the only other reason I don't do Haslab stuff I can't wait very long and get impatient easily. I can totally understand that. A lot of people don't do it because, you know, they want to know where their money is. You know, they don't want to wait for a year or whatever. Rachel says, my story for Legacy, attack on Unicron ended far bloodier than in the movie. Unicron is still destroyed, but with no Autobots left, Primus opens portals to give Rodimus a team. He reformats some of them. That's pretty cool. I like that. Very universe kind of hopping. I love universe hopping stories. Very, very cool. Rico Red Star says, Waffle Formers. Waffle Formers. No, I hop inside. Okay, don't. That's stupid. I'm sorry. Definitely in a weird mood today, folks. Survive Fan Studio says, I also have some Jazzware Micromasters. I use them as Action Masters. Cool. Let's see. Rachel says, no, this ain't a film. It's just something sitting on my phone's notepad. But if you want it to be, I mean, hey, explore the ideas, man. Absolutely. It's what makes it fun. Ben Williams, welcome in, buddy. Says Deathsaurus was going to be a Legacy mainline, but smaller. They made him Haslab so they can do it bigger to scale with Starsaber. Ben said that at the show the other day. Okay. I didn't watch the Legacy. Oh God, the London show. I didn't watch that one. If that's where he said it at, kind of makes me wonder then what the commander class is going to be for the main line if Deathsaurus essentially was going to be, I guess, like a leader class maybe or something. Let's see. Rachel says, my theory is that Pretender Beast are the predecessor to the Beast Wars organic beast modes. Hey, that's a pretty neat idea. I like that. Let's keep going with the news. And actually, I think Daily Prime, got Daily Prime, Transformers Reaction Unicron Prototype Deluxe Scale Official Images. I don't think we talked about this. Yeah, I think we talked about this last week because he's missing his rifle. And we still have the rifle on the back of the box, but no rifle for the Super 7. I still wonder right now, I still am wondering why they didn't give him the rifle, why they took it out. But I don't know. I will say that is what it is. And honestly, guys, it looks like that's it, man. We're kind of caught up for this week's news, man. Ben Williams says Armada Optimus Prime Commander class. That's very much a possibility, and I have been saying that since they showed that prototype, that they just, at the time they showed it, they just didn't have the price point, retail price point to put it at, and now they do. Very, very good call there, Ben. Collector says, I'd love a proper G1 version of that prototype Unicron. Dude, I would too. Because I think there's only, 2 in existence? And the one guy somebody owns one, and he always takes it to TF Con, and you know where his booth is, because all you got to do is look for the Unicron. I don't know if he still owns it, but man, I would absolutely love that one for sure. Rachel says, I also like Action Masters. They are not bad. They are great, but the thing that killed the G1 line was that they were the only thing out. Ben Williams says, surely this Unicron is a test, and if it sells out, they will do it as a proper toy. Possibly. I mean, I will say this. If Hasbro isn't watching what other companies do with their licensing, or with their products, like what Super 7's doing, then Hasbro is missing out on some vital customer information. So if they're not, I recommend that they are, because they definitely need to be. Collector says, Action Masters are fantastic. Absolutely agree. 100% agree. And I will say, if you guys love Action Masters, go check out 6O's channel. He's got some amazing custom Action Masters on his community tab. He's got an Ultra Magnus, like a white Ultra Magnus. He's got just some really cool custom Action Masters, and it's over on where is it? I think it's TFW 2005. You can read all about how they got made and everything else. Very, very cool stuff. Survive Fan says, Armada Unicron was the only proper one they did at the time. G1 and Beast Wars ones were canceled. Yeah, absolutely. I remember as a kid seeing the Beast Wars one in a magazine and was absolutely excited for it, and I wanted it. I still want it to this day. And then a third-party company was supposed to be doing it a couple of years ago and just make it bigger and put lights in it and stuff. And that, I'm assuming, got canceled as well. I would love to have a Beast Wars Unicron, Beast Wars Neo Unicron. Just, that is like, that's the dream piece. If I was a billionaire, I would make that figure happen somehow. I just absolutely would have to make that figure happen somehow. But yeah, guys, I don't know. It's a shorter episode this week. I guess that makes up for the longer episode that happened last week. And yeah, I don't know what else to say except for enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And I know it's a bit of an abrupt ending. Let's see. Graham says, I was proper hyped for that Beast Wars Neo Unicron and was so gutted it got canceled. Dude, you and me both. I spent years thinking that figure was going to come out. Years. And I kept telling myself, it's going to come out. I mean, it's going to be a big figure. It's got like engineering. They need to figure this out and figure that out. And that was way before I understood like how prototypes really did work in the toy industry. And I kept convincing myself that it was going to happen. And then one day I walked into Toys R Us and I saw the box for our Armada Unicron. And I didn't see the Unicron inside of it yet, but I just saw the box and like the top of the box and how big it was and everything. And I was like, oh, dude, my mind exploded. I was like, holy hell, dude, a Unicron. Yes. And it wasn't the Beast Wars one. And I was disappointed it wasn't the Beast Wars one, but I was so excited that we finally got a Unicron at retail. I was so ecstatic, man. See, Rachel says we need a Pretender reissued line. That would be freaking awesome. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Rachel, Mr. Survive Fan says, bye, man. See you Friday. Take care of yourself, guys. Rachel says, bye. See you Friday. And I guess we will end the today's episode. I saw a quote and I thought this worked Really, really good. And just something to kind of keep in the back of your mind for the sake of your mental health. And I'm going to read the quote to you. It says, the moment you put a stop to people taking advantage of you and disrespecting you is when they define you as difficult, selfish, or crazy. Manipulators hate boundaries. So keep that in mind, guys, for your sanity, for your mental health. And I will advocate for the mental health all day long. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you guys on Friday for Tales from Teletran, and we will continue our review of Transformers: The Headmasters, chugging along, and see you guys then.